Welcome to Easy Impact Podcast. Today we have the CEO of ToneFlix Technologies. They are into software development, digital content creation, and he's here to explain everything we need to know about AI, Web3, software development, and how to profit from all this. So he's no other person than Hamza's Legacy. You're welcome, sir.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I've been trying to get you to the studio so that you can explain all these things we are learning about AI,
Yeah.
Web3, and software development. So, how has the journey been? Because I know that it has not been easy.
Software development has, for me, some people actually see it as a challenge, but then
Okay.
when you follow your passion becomes your daily life, and it usually isn't as difficult as it would be with
Okay.
some other persons, right? So I don't see it as being challenging.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been into this? I know I can keep count of some years, but I don't know how long you have been into this uh,
Um,
the software development thing.
okay, so I think I've been in software development for at least the last 15 years, but professionally, I started operating in a professional level probably about 6 years ago.
Okay, like 15 years you have been around this, then
Yeah,
6 years
professionally.
ago, okay, professionally.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Professionally, okay. When did AI actually come out? Is it like actively, or does it mean that it has always been with us, or maybe we did not know?
Conspiracy theories say that AI has always been around for longer than we
Okay,
can remember. But to public knowledge,
okay.
AI development started around 2022, and then
2022.
yeah,
Okay.
that's when the public started getting hints and information about AI. But then ChatGPT came to gained public access in 2023.
2023. Okay,
Yes,
so 2022 AI had started coming out, then
yeah,
2023 ChatGPT came out to expose everything.
yes,
So which means those who were doing software development before now
yeah.
were just doing it without AI.
Yeah, even as of 2 years ago,
Mm.
software development has still been nail and hammer thing. You get, so it was just recently that software development became like a core part of AI and stuff. Yeah.
This thing, like personally, me, I'm scared of all those coding and software development things because of the amount of things you need to be
Yeah.
typing, and I believe so many people out there too, they have been considering this. That's why we have limited people in this career. So did AI try to make the job simple, or is still making the job more difficult?
AI has simplified. I think now it's no longer coding.
Okay.
Um, if I would be permitted to say this, I would say that coding as a profession is actually dead or is dying. But then software development is not. And the
Okay.
reason I say this is because in the next 5 to 7 years, nobody would be writing code again, except probably
Because of AI.
yeah. AI
Okay.
does all of the heavy liftings now. AI does just with a single prompt, you can have a website ready. Something that
Wow.
could take us days to set up and all
Mm.
of that. With a single prompt, AI could build something for you. But then building software is more than just having a simple prompt getting that done, right?
Yeah.
So that is where we now have prompt engineering and all of those.
So the thing now, is AI taking the job away from you people, or is it that is assisting? Because if everybody can code on their
Yeah,
own, like maybe let's say, no, let's not say coding. If I can give a prompt now
yeah,
and AI does the website for me,
yeah.
does it mean that it's actually taking the job away from people that do web design?
I won't say it's actually taking the job away, right?
Okay.
It's more like AI is more like an assistant to us, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
initially they used to say that AI would take jobs away from people, but the truth is AI will not take your job, but then
okay.
somebody who is using AI would take your job.
Okay, somebody using AI would
Yes,
take the job, not the AI
not the
itself.
AI itself.
Okay,
So it's just
okay,
left for you to find a way and align yourself and ensure that you're using AI. So some other person who is using AI can't take your job because we're doing the same thing.
okay,
So actually AI opens up the market for more possibilities.
okay. So
Yes.
now that brings us to our next question now. So, me personally, I've been hearing about Web3,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it really means. I know I've tried to read it up,
Okay.
but can you just explain to us in simple terms what is Web3? Like this Web3 we have been hearing about now. Web3. What is Web3?
Okay, so for Web3, I think the best way to explain this is to take us back to Web1. So Web1 was the initial draft for the internet protocol. So in Web2, we had the ability to make requests. Our
Okay.
data could get stored on servers. This is where industry leaders like Facebook, Google, X, this is where they come in. So
Okay.
now Web3 came in with a different perspective.
Okay.
The reason we had to go back to Web 1 and 2 is because for you to understand why we needed Web 3, you need to understand what Web 2 does. So you can't do Web 3 without Web 2. So
Okay.
now, for you to own an account on Facebook, you have to sell your data to them. You're not actually exchanging, you're not collecting money. The trades the the transaction is not done financially, although there are such cases, right?
Okay.
But then you trade your data for access. So you give them your email address, you give them your phone number, you give them your date of birth. These are very personal data. So
Okay. For
you
access.
give it to them, and then in exchange they give you access.
Okay.
This is what Web 2 does. But
Okay.
now in Web 3, you own your data. So if you have your date of birth, you have your email addresses and all of that, you have all of them online, they belong to you. You're not giving them to anybody to hold. So they are
Okay.
cryptographically stored. You'll be given a token which identifies you to the blockchain. So now everybody that needs access to your data asks permission from you, and then it's not
Okay.
you asking for permission this time around. They are the ones
Okay.
asking for permission. When you
Okay.
grant them that permission, your data can now be visible to them, and you still have the choice of deciding what they see and what they don't.
So what's the thing all about the Web3? Like what was it all about? Because everybody's talking about Web3. Like what is involved? Like what can we do with it? The Web3.
I think the most common aspect of Web3, which is very popularized, is cryptocurrencies. So everybody knows cryptocurrencies,
Okay.
or at least most people know about
So
cryptocurrencies.
the Web3 is more into cryptocurrencies.
No, cryptocurrencies are built on top of Web3.
Web3.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
this is the reason why you have your Bitcoin wallet and all of that. You own them.
Okay.
Unlike traditional, okay, let's use traditional banking for instance. Traditional banking hold your money. They decide whether to give it to you or not. But in crypto, because it's built on top of Web3, you own your money. You have total control of it. Although there are situations where you now give this access to centralized exchanges, like we have Binance for instance, we have CEX and all of those exchanges.
Yeah.
So you give them total control of your cryptography, so they control your funds. But
Okay.
otherwise, if you want to have total control, you don't want any centralized exchange, you could still get a hardware wallet. Your money is with you. It's not going anywhere. So except you lose your wallet, it stays with you. You're not afraid of somebody coming to
To
steal
steal.
your
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, because this is the closest I've gotten to understanding this Web3.
Yeah.
I think it's clearer now. It's clearer now. So now the Web3 and the AI, assuming I want to learn these things, now I want to make money.
Yeah.
So what are the use cases? Is that the right word? Like what can I do with the AI and the Web3 to make money from it? Because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that Web3 is the main thing. They are making thousands of dollars, they are making money from it. But I try to even understand how they are making this money. So how can we make money from Web3 and probably AI?
Okay. For for AI, I think the fastest way you could actually start earning from AI is creating.
Okay, creating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So traditionally, if you wanted to if you wanted to make videos, create content, yeah, you could have a camera like the setup we have right now, and then have you sit on a chair and talk.
Okay.
But then AI makes things a lot more easier. So this time around, you
Okay.
could just let AI understand what you look like, how you sound like.
Mm.
Just give it enough training data to understand who you are, and then you can hand that off to it. And subsequently, AI would be able to create content for you, upload your content, do the editing, and even start doing your marketing without any intervention from you. AI does this.
Yeah.
So that is for content creation.
Yeah.
And then we still have web development, and
Mm.
we have web development and stuff. So initially, you'd look for a software developer or a web developer to help you build your website and apps and stuff. But this time around, AI is making it easy. So you can actually do all of this by yourself. You can start looking
Mm.
for clients that are, at least for the basic, you could go to churches that on a normal day might not be able to afford big developers to build.
Yeah.
Then you could charge them very small tokens to build their stuff for them. You could start from there. And then also we have people building, creating graphics.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you might have noticed the trend of new graphic design, this very sloppy, although because
Mm.
these are coming from non-professionals actually. But then something that you would rather pay a graphics designer to do for you, AI could still do the same thing for you in a
Mm.
shorter amount of time. You get, so the possibilities are endless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then the Web3 side, this one is for the AI.
Yeah.
Then apart from the crypto side, let's assume that, so if I want to now make money from Web3,
Yeah.
like the way they are saying it, which one is the easiest one I can put my hands on to say, okay, I'm doing
Okay, so
something?
for Web3, the fastest way you could make money from Web3 at the moment is NFTs.
NFTs.
Yes,
Okay,
you
okay,
might have
okay.
heard of NFTs. So
Yes, yes, yes.
NFTs are called, the full meaning of NFT is non fungible token. So
Non-fundable, fungible.
yes, so
Okay.
what this means is that for every NFT that exists, there is a real world application for it. So you have a house, and then you have an NFT representing that house in the blockchain.
Okay.
So you could actually have, maybe you have a painting in your house. You could have a digital representation of this painting. Somebody comes and buys this digital painting online at whatever value you stake it at, and over time, just like physical painting,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
value
yeah.
increases. So maybe
Okay.
in the next 10 to 15 years, another person sees and say, okay, I like this,
Mm.
and then decides to buy that from you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. Let's look at it this way now. Since you have been in this now, I'll ask you this question. Okay, I know it will sound somehow, but you just need to ask it so that
Yeah.
people can be encouraged, because at least they want to hear something about the money side of it. So, how did you make your first 1 million in web development, and how did you feel when you got the money?
Okay,
Because
fine.
I know that people want to be encouraged, because all these things you are saying, they want to know how the money is coming out of
Yeah.
it. So at least let us know. So how you made your first 1 million from web development and software development and this AI and Web3 thing. And how did you feel when you saw the money?
After talking about the first 1 million that I made, I think it's not a pretty straightforward answer because um, there's I don't think there's anything like first 1 million. The reason is
Okay.
because you could accumulate this over a period of time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then when I had my first 1 million, it actually came when things were the way we see them right now.
Okay.
It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was
Okay.
going to be. And I also had to sweat my ass out.
God.
Yeah.
Before you get money, you must work
Yeah, I
now.
had to sweat my ass out. If I had that, if I had the, what should I say? If it was the same project, if I had to do the same project all over again, it wouldn't be as difficult as
Okay,
it
as
was
then.
in the past.
Okay.
And this is
Okay.
because I'm one of those that has fully embraced AI workflows.
Okay.
So instead of me having to use hammer and brick and nail, blah blah blah, all
Mm.
of that, I just have to hand off everything to AI, and this makes it a whole lot easier.
Well, it's good that you work very hard for it because, although, like you said earlier, AI has made things easy.
Yeah,
It has made things so something that you use 2 days, 3 days to do, you could actually use hours, or depending on how skilled you are,
yeah.
you can use minutes to do them. So now, someone that doesn't know anything about AI and Web3, how long will it take the person to train and learn all this? How long will it take the person to
Um, you could actually get into Web3 and AI in a day.
a day?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a day's training should be enough to get you started. But the thing with becoming a professional
Mm.
is you have to spend months and years practicing
Okay, but
and
in a
also
day you can
working.
just go in and you just
Yes,
know how it is.
yeah.
But now you need years to to
If you say yes, people might get discouraged.
okay.
Yeah, let's just say you need time because people don't learn at the same pace. Some
Okay,
people
okay,
some people
okay.
learn faster than others, but then the fact is you need time.
Mm,
You're always learning, and then you're also working.
yeah.
So when you're working, you actually find you come across problems, and when you solve that particular problem, your knowledge has been updated.
Yeah, so
And
it's
yes,
a
it's a
continuous
continuous
something.
process. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I learned that you have a program coming up. You want to do free training for
Okay.
those who want to know about Web3 and AI web development, software development. So can you just put us through what to expect from the training, the
Okay.
free training?
It's if you say it's a training, you might just end up making people to be expecting more. So it's
Okay.
for me, it's more like an expository. So making people
Okay.
understand that okay, this is what is happening.
Like
This
an eye
is,
opener.
yeah, an eye opener.
Opener.
So tech
Okay.
is going like this. This is AI here. This is Web3 here, and then
Okay.
industry is shifting. How do I fit myself into this
In.
changing ecosystem? So that's
Okay.
what we're actually doing. So what people should actually be expecting is to get insights into what is happening in the industry and how this is affecting them, how this is affecting their business, and how this is affecting their future.
And how they can also
Yes,
come in.
how they can fit in here.
Okay. There is no problem. I will definitely be there. I will not miss it because I really want to know more about all of this. Sometimes when you read online, you can get confused. So
Yeah.
you need a human being to explain these things to you so that you can. So what next? What next? Any projects? Are we expecting any big thing?
Actually, we're working on a revolutionary banking solution,
Okay.
and this should be in the market in maybe in the next 2 or 3 months
Okay.
because of intellectual property and stuff. We
Okay.
I might not be able to disclose more than that, but
No
just know
problem.
that
No
we have
problem.
something on the pipeline coming.
All right,
Yeah.
Hamza's legacy. Thank you very much. So, when we meet at the uh,
The Hangouts.
The hangout. Okay, so it's a hangout.
Yeah, it's a
So
Hangout.
yeah. So we'll learn more. For now, we are going to draw the curtain, and then we'll get more when we go for the hangout. AI and Web3 questions are endless. I know they are endless because they have a lot to learn from. So now, for our youths that are planning to come into this craft, what will you advise them? Because it looks simple but yet complex. So what will you advise them if they are planning to come into this craft?
If anybody is planning to come into the tech world, I would advise them to come. The reason is because in the past I would have just said they should just stay. You
Okay.
get, but now AI makes things easier. Technology is easier. There's a lot of access, learning resources all over. You
Okay.
don't even need a tutor to teach you. You could just go to
Okay.
YouTube. There's endless amount of free learning resources for you there, and then there's a big market for everyone.
Mm,
You just have to find it and then find your niche, then fit yourself into it.
wow.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So this is where we end it for today. Thank you for staying to the end. Please subscribe and leave a comment. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. We will get to him, then he will respond. Thank you very much.